Okay, today we're back out here at the range and we're going to test this Hornady Outfitter ammo again. We're testing this against a Winchester Super X bullet, not specifically the Winchester, just we're testing the Hornady Outfitter all copper bullet versus the lead core bullet to see the bullet performance. These are 30-06 180 grain. They're both 180 grain, and we will see how this performs. We've set up a target at 50 yards out here. We have a 4x4 board, which is supposed to simulate bone. It's not exactly bone, but that was the closest I could get in a pinch. So we have a 4x4 board, and then behind that we have a bag of flour and some water jugs. So hopefully we'll hit the board and be able to catch the bullet in the water jugs to be able to see what kind of expansion we get on these bullets. We'll be looking for the expansion and the weight retention between the two. And we'll also be looking at what kind of damage it does to the board, and as well as how much penetration it gets after it goes through the board. So hopefully we'll be able to catch these bullets and be able to analyze this. And let's do it. Okay, so here we go. First up, we're going to be shooting this Winchester Super X lead core bullet. We're at the range, so you'll have to ignore the brain damage shooting in the background, but we do with what we can. So here we go. Okay, so here's our damage. This would be our bone. Here's the damage that a lead bullet did to a hypothetical bone. Here'd be the entry. Place this here because we're hitting a little high at 50 yards, so this would be the center mark. But here's our entry, just a little hole. The back is that's a solid hole. I mean, that does a lot of damage to a bone. I'll just blow it out as you would expect. Probably real good expansion. Next, we had a bag of flour that was completely destroyed, and punched a hole in our water jug. There's a couple lead fragments in the water jug, and there's our bullet. So it kind of deflected off to the side. Get in here. Better empty that first. Okay, so here is our lead core bullet, the Winchester Super X. Good expansion, but it did kind of almost looks like it hit it sort of at the side. It kind of deflected and it expanded weird. But there it is. Good expansion. Pretty good performance. I mean, that'd be a kill. Let's see how the GMX does. Okay, next up we have this Hornady Outfitter with the GMX all copper bullet. So let's see how it does. Alright, let's go check it out. Okay, so here's our damage. Man, all we need is some sugar. We've got water and flour. All we need is sugar. We'll have some cookies over here. But here's the damage that the GMX did to our bone. It looks like Not quite as much damage to the bone as you would expect. Not quite as much damage as the lead bullet, which makes sense because it wouldn't expand as much. Definitely passed clean through. And here's actually the comparison. Here's actually the two side by side. This one is the lead, and this one would be the GMX. This one almost looks like it blew out the side a little bit, which could be because I hit more on that side. But yeah, so definitely more damage from the lead than the GMX, as you would expect. Okay, and then it looks like we passed right through the flower. Did some real damage to the flower. And it looks like we blew out the side. So it took a little bit of searching, but we were able to find the bullet, this GMX. And it's kind of cool looking. That's pretty good bullet performance. That's hitting a board. I mean, I imagine if you hit a bone, it'd be a little bit harder, so you'd probably get a little more expansion. That's pretty good bullet performance, though. I mean, that expanded, continued to go through. It looks like it went through 2 boards. We had to shoot it a second time because we could not find the bullet on the first try. So we shot it a second time, and it went through 2 boards this time and completely destroyed the boards. And then it went through 3 jugs of water, hit that back board, and actually bounced off the back board and landed in front of the target. So yeah, penetration definitely does well on penetration. So yeah, I've been making cookies, it looks like, digging through this flour and water, but it's pretty good. I like that performance.